Good afternoon. Welcome to the Cruise Amigos Thanksgiving Show. And I'm thankful that I'm by myself. I'm really not thankful that I'm by myself, folks. Honest. I talked to John earlier on the time change, and he said that was fine. I was kind of expecting him to be here. Let's see if I've gotten any message in the last couple of minutes. From John, let me think. Where's John? There's John. John, I sent him a message that said, hello. And then Martin says, catch you at 6. So here's what happened, folks. What was screwed up was that Martin sent me a message this morning saying, can we make the show at 5? Well, 6 o'clock is the London time when I normally start, which is 1 o'clock my time. So I'm saying, okay, 6 o'clock normally is London time. He wants to do it at 5. That's an hour difference, right? So I said, yeah, we can do that. So I told John we do an hour earlier, which would be actually 11 a.m. John's time and noon my time. Well, then I started my show at 11. And the first couple of minutes of the show, the phone rings and it's Martin thinking it's time to go. So he had failed to tell me that he's an hour off of London time, I guess, wherever he is in Europe. So it's actually 4 o'clock London time. No, that's not right. It's just 12 o'clock. So it's 5 o'clock London time. And he thought it was an hour earlier, which would be 4 o'clock London time. So anyway, totally screwed up on time this morning and totally screwed up now that I haven't seen either one of them. So I'm not sure what's going on. Hot Air Tom is here. Wonder what time zone noon is for the show. Well, noon is that is my time, Eastern Standard Time. But what it originally was going to be noon was John's time, which is Central Standard Time. So I don't know. I'm confused. Emily's with us. Hi, Emily. Kenneth's here. Good to have you, Kenneth. And Hot Air Time. I don't know if you stayed through the end of my show or if you had to leave at the beginning. I don't know if you got my message on my change of plans, which doesn't affect you. So I'm actually not flying out of Richmond. I am, in fact, flying out of DC for that trip. Same dates, so your back end is fine. But I had to use up a airline credit or lose it. So I checked with United, and yes, okay, Hunter did hear that. So I'm flying like for next to nothing because it used up a credit. So anyway, but everything's still the same on as far as the hotels and all are concerned. Mike's with us. Hi, Mike. I have no idea where everybody is. I mean, I'm sure Martin had some plans. Is why he wanted to do it at a different time today, which I can understand that. He is on a river cruise and they have a different schedule. I've got all kinds of clips loaded up, a couple clips loaded up from him. I've got all kinds of pictures, but I have no idea what they are, so I can't even use them and give you any kind of dialogue. So this is, we need to have Martin here to tell us what we're looking at. So I'm going to give folks here an extra couple minutes to get here. Emily says I have to work tomorrow a.m. Out at 1 o'clock. Well, that's not too bad. Yeah, dogs still need to be walked on holidays too, Em. His time is 6 p.m. Yeah, London time is 6 no, London time is 5 p.m. And so his time is 6 p.m. So yeah, I'm confused. Totally confused. So Emily says she's enjoying Katie's picks from the cruise. Absolutely. Katie and Angela have had just a wonderful time on Serenade of the Seas. There have been some great picks. And I can't get over the way Angela dresses for everything on the cruise. And how many suitcases does she carry to be able to have that many fancy outfits? That's not counting just everyday stuff. And that was 3 separate fancy outfits that I've seen at least on this cruise alone. So, Chillie, have you been on either a Christmas cruise or a Thanksgiving cruise? I was wondering how they are. I was on a Thanksgiving cruise once. I've never been on a Christmas cruise. The Thanksgiving cruise was okay. Well, I mean, let's face it. You know, if you eat turkey dinner or ham dinner, I mean, it's pretty much, they can't really screw that up too badly. So even if they're not used to cooking turkeys and hams, of course, hams they always have ham on a cruise. But turkey especially, you know, just can't mess that up much. The one thing that, you know, you don't get as much to eat unless you go to the buffet. I've never gone to the buffet for a turkey dinner. That might give you more quantity than I get. Unless you know that's not a message. I was hoping that was a message. Okay, here comes Martin. Martin is with us. And there is Martin, and we have no idea where John is.
This thing about
hear me,
I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I can't hear you. No audio.
Hang on. Where's the settings on here? Settings.
I'm getting some feedback, but no volume.
Can you hear me now?
Nope. There goes Martin. Let's see if Martin can get that fixed. Sonny's with us. Hi, Sonny. Good to see you. Last year on the gym, I asked for extra turkey, and server brought me an entire full plate of turkey. I took back to the cabin refrigerator. Sweet. Oh, Mike can hear Martin? The volume's okay there, but I couldn't hear him. All right, he left completely. You guys could hear Martin, and I couldn't. Okay, let me go. I'm going to run over here and check that real quickly. Speaker, Logitech headset. It should be coming to my headset. That is strange. But you guys can hear, obviously, you guys can hear me, but Eddie says he could hear both. Well, why couldn't I hear Martin? I am befuddled about that one. So, what if, I'm trying to think, there's John.
Sorry, I am so sorry.
There's John. Can you guys hear John?
Hello,
and I can't.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Somebody in the chat room tell me if John, can you hear? Yeah, you can, they can hear you, John.
Oh, good. Can you hear me?
I can't. So I've got to figure out. All right, get on here and talk. They can hear you. I can't hear you, but they can.
And I'll bet you they can.
No. Yeah, they can hear you. I can't. Okay, talk. Well, let me see. Let me figure out how I can get out of this.
Okay, I'm going to give you a rundown of Thanksgiving while we're waiting. And it's going to be exciting here. This is the first year I moved back here in '94. Of course, a whole lot of the years I was on the Epic doing a crossing across the Atlantic Ocean for Thanksgiving. But any day that I wasn't on the Epic, we have done Thanksgiving to the teeth at my house or at the farm. We just always have done it, and it's been great. And we just had a lot of fun doing it. This is the first year. The cathedral in our town, the Catholic Church, although I'm not Catholic, but they have for years been extending an offer. They cook Thanksgiving dinner to the nines. And before COVID came along, their cafeteria was full. You went and ate. They even didn't charge. They, of course, have a free will offering and happy to pay, but they didn't charge anything. But since COVID, of course, now it's pickup only. So we have 7 meals reserved for tomorrow. You got me now? You're hearing me now? Are you hearing me? Oh. Anyway, we have 7 meals reserved, and we're going to pick them up, make a nice donation, of course, because we are so thankful that they are doing this to help pay for some people that perhaps can't, or it's a little tougher this year. And we are going to get, and I'm telling you, they do it right. It's turkey, stuffing, gravy, dressing, mashed potatoes, and everything, along with vegetables, and I think pumpkin pie. So it's just going to be a wonderful feast coming out. No work, no cleanup, no mess, no muss, no fuss. And he still looks consternated. Are you hearing me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
Sweet
Okay.
George Brown.
Martin was in and then left because I couldn't hear him, but everybody else could.
Okay.
So I'll send him a message back that it was my end and not his, because I got all kinds of stuff loaded up for him, but I have no idea what it is. I need to get this camera where I'm looking at the camera. There comes Martin.
Here he comes.
Okay. Martin. Oops.
I got him.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good evening.
Wow.
Good evening.
This it ended up, it was my end, not your end.
Oh,
His
damn.
fault.
It was his fault.
Yep, it was, and I don't know why. Okay, that's better.
Fantastic.
So I had to do all
fantastic.
kinds of switching. John came in the meantime, and everybody was sending me messages. They could hear you, but I couldn't. Okay.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. So, well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to a rather busy place in Austria, and I'm sure, John, I'm sure you've probably been here. A little village called Linz. I'm sure
Linz.
you've been before. Linz,
Yeah.
We docked here this morning. We've been to Krumlov, which was out of this world. Oh my God, it was like a fairy tale postcard. It was just like, wow. And the reason I'm walking up the street at the moment is because in a moment I'm going to flip the camera around, hopefully, and you're going to get something really, 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 really nice. And I think of warm people's cockles, of things that are coming up and things. So, and my earphones may go at some point, but hey ho. We'll switch to the normal microphone when we get to where we're going. But we're in Linz, in Austria. We have been to Krumlov, and it's been amazing. And now we just come off the ship, because most people just sit on the ship after they've been on the excursions and don't go exploring. Well, Linz is, and I'm going to be honest here, guys, it's spitting distance from the ship. And I mean, it was literally 3 minutes to the main square, you know. And that, yeah, it literally was. We crossed the road, up the street, and we were there. And any moment now, am I able to swivel the camera around from here? Bear with me a second. Camera, where are we?
Yeah. There should be a front
Second.
back, little front
That's it.
back.
I'm just about to set it.
There we go.
So you're not gonna get me. Let me just see. Let's turn that off, and I can see where we're going.
That's good.
So just what we're doing here, we're just heading into the main square of Lynn. And what time of year is it at the moment?
Christmas.
It's Christmas, and this is our very first Christmas market of the cruise. So we've had a few glue vines. So, well, they don't do glue vines. It was like a younger drink or something we had, which was amazing. And I had something called a Vital, which had rum in it and things. And we've just been taken by the cruise director, and the guys from APT took us to a bar for a beer before we head back to the ship for dinner. But, I mean, just look at this, guys. There's a Christmas tree. You've got all the Christmas markets. And obviously being in Austria, you'll know, John, what is it? It's all about the sausages and the roasted pork, the glühwein. I'll just take you a quick walk through the market, and we'll just have a little look what you've got. You know, and do you know what? Some of it I don't know whether it's Austrian or not. You might be able to say, John. I mean, it seems to be very international rather than an authentic Christmas market. Well, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Let's just go with that. So, I mean, you've got the sausage stall here. You know, you can have 3 sausages, 3 bratwurst, mit kraut and semmery, which I think is a bread and a bit of bread, a bit of sauerkraut. You can get a drink there. I mean, look at them sausages. Look at them sausages all there. Oh, it's just yeah. You've got all the nuts, all different flavoured nuts. You know, I mean, like, guys, you know, we bring you these things where we've done all the ships and things, but this is what you come on a river cruise for. Little woofer there at the Christmas market having a glühwein. This is what you come to
You could go over there and walk dogs.
Yeah, the dogs go everywhere. They go everywhere. They literally do what you're talking about now. Did I miss something then?
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, you try to crack some jokes. So what we got over here? Let's have a little look. So now the guys, listen, I'll just show you this store here, because this is phenomenal. It really is. It's like, look at them Christmas baubles. Aren't they amazing? Imagine them hanging on your Christmas tree, you know, and this is European Christmas markets, not just your markets that are just like in like Birmingham, for the UK, Birmingham and Manchester, where they set a few up. I think there's going to be some live music starting shortly, which we'll try and get through quick so it doesn't affect our show. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So we'll get through here quite quick, I think. We could have a chat then. But yeah, this is it. You've got a lovely Christmas tree. All the way up. But anyway, right, I'm going to find somewhere to stand and have a chat with you all, and we can talk about what's going on. And I think my earphones may go. Can you still hear me, guys?
Oh, yeah. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. Cool. So Christmas markets, and in the UK, in Europe, Christmas markets, cruises are a massive thing, and there are lots of companies that do Christmas markets. Obviously, we're with APT Travel Marvel on the Vega, which is a beautiful ship, which we'll show you next week. I think I did a video of it today. It's just like beautiful. It's just like look at some of these things that you can buy. It's just like wow. I'll show you my favourite stall at the moment. Is a cake stall. Look at them cakes. I mean, you like a cake, Chillie. You like it. Look, see, he's there. He's off. Look, it's like absolutely beautiful. Anyway, right, let's try and find somewhere where we can set up live. This is it, live. We don't know where we're going to end up, do we? How live can we be? Right, let me swivel it around. Hang on. And we'll try and get. Oh, hang on. I've gone into recordings. Hang on. Settings. Oh, no, I don't want recordings. I want to settings. Camera. Right, let's get the back and front camera on. Front camera. There we go. We're back. We're back. Yeah, let's have that backdrop with the Christmas tree in the background there. Let me see if I've got a tripod here. Let's see if we can set it up so I can literally talk to you properly. So bear with.
Yeah, because you got some splaining to do, Martin.
Well, I was waiting for it. Right. Okay. So hang on. Bear in mind, I'm shoving this in a bit of dirt at the moment. So this is how live we are. We don't know what we're doing and what's going on, but we'll set it up anyway and see if it's going to work.
Doing fine.
Right,
You know,
brilliant. Okay.
You were right to start with. I'm the one that had it screwed up somehow, which is
There we go.
Me with technical things. What can I say? All right, so you got some splaining to do, dude.
Right. Okay. Here we go. Come on, bring it on. Bring it on.
It looks like you're trying to. You might have been a little toasted, but it looks like you're trying to jump up and pop somebody in the damn nose. What in the world are you doing?
This is probably, I think they call it on the internet NSFW, not safe for work. We were talking about something that we were trying to explain it to different people. But I don't, is it a show we can talk about, or should we say it? Should we go all out? It's a comment called teabagging. And I'm just going to leave that comment with you.
No, you can't say that.
Well, you said I could, but that's what that explains that. Now, move on, Chillie. Move on quickly, very quickly. Okay.
So this one, it looks like you're trying to hit somebody over the head with a trophy or something.
Well, it was a bag of marzipan sweets. We won the quiz the first night. Now, bear in mind, this cruise is started in Budapest 3 days ago. You've got other people on here. We get on board on the first night and win the bloody quiz. Well, I say win. We did joint win it with another team from the travel agents that are on board. So, but it was like, yes, we won, you know. So, and I'm doing all that, and you've got a picture on the screen, and I'm stood in a square shaking my hands like that. People are probably going, "What the hell is he doing?" So, but no, yeah, that was just a bit of fun on one of the bits of entertainment with the guys on board.
All right, now the other one that has me totally befuddled.
Go on.
All right, normally we start the show at 6 o'clock London time.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay, which is 1 o'clock my time and noon for John.
Yeah.
So you this morning made the request, can we start the show at 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
All right, so to me, from 6 o'clock to 5 o'clock, that's 1 hour.
Yeah.
Which means that we're starting the show at noon my time, which would be 5 o'clock London time. That's 1 hour earlier. Then you popped in at 11 o'clock my time when I was on my show, thinking we're starting the damn show, and that's 2 hours difference. Now, who screwed that one up, you or me?
It's me. I was an hour early. I was there. It was a black screen, and I'm like, where is everybody? We set this up. Where is everybody? And then it was like, oh, yeah, I popped in Chillie show. And I'm like, okay. So I'll go and get another beer, as you do, you know. So we've had a few beer. We had a beer in Cheshire Crumlove. We're here. We had Glühwein drinks, and now we had a beer there. And now we're going to probably go back and have more beers.
All right. Do a little telling us what I'm looking at here. He doesn't get it. He has to unmute his mic. You have to unmute your mic.
Mic is muted. Right. Start it again and I'll unmute. Right. So here, this is Cheshire Crumlove. As you walk into it, you walk through the castle part. And you start to walk in. They take you to this lovely viewing platform, and you get this absolutely gorgeous view of the town below. And it's like you've got the church on the foot, right at the back there, the cathedral. You've got the castle behind you. It's a fairy tale postcard. It's just like, wow, it's amazing. Now, if I'm honest with you, when you're in Linz, generally there will be 2 tours you can do. You can either do Salzburg, which we did 10 days ago, or you can do Cheshire Crumlove. Now, some cruise lines will include it. Some cruise lines, it will be an additional tour. So it is worthwhile. But whichever of those 2 you choose, guys, it is amazing. It's fabulous. It's just everywhere we walk today, it was those wow moments. You turn a corner and go, wow. you know, and it was like, it was fabulous. Honestly, it's a beautiful, beautiful city. It's just like, there's so much history there, and you just look and go, wow, you know. So, I mean, John, have you been to Cheshire Crumlove at all?
No, no, I have not. I've been where you are. I've been Salzburg, but not to the other place.
Oh no! If you get over to Europe, you know, whether it's with a river cruise or you're just touring, please try and get to Cheshire Crumlove. It literally is from Linz. We were an hour in a bus. You know, we crossed the border from Austria into Czech Republic. It was great. We were there quite quick, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We went to an authentic Czech restaurant, and we had dinner in there. We had cabbage soup with potatoes, and then I had the beef cheek for lunch. I must say here on this video, courtesy of APT, they paid for our lunch today, which we
Wow.
weren't all expecting. So that was really nice
Nice.
of them. You know, so they have looked after us. So a little plug for them there.
All right, give me a comparison now. You know, you
Okay.
and I we've been ocean cruisers forever.
Yeah.
So give me a comparison of river cruising versus ocean cruises now that you've done 2 rivers back to back.
Okay, so I'd say your ocean cruising, you're going generally 9 times out of 10, you're probably going for the ship. Maybe the destination, but you're going for the ship, you know, because there's lots of facilities on board. You've got Chillie's bar, you've got this bar, you've got surf and flow riders, you've got all kinds of things going on. You've got jungle walks, you name it, there's everything on there. And the theatre shows. On a river, it's city breaks. If you imagine if you flew to New York and had a couple of nights in New York and maybe a couple of nights in Miami, or for people in the UK, you flew to Paris and then on to Berlin for a couple of nights. A river cruise is like 4 or 5 different city breaks in one. I mean, if you do the Danube, like this itinerary, you're going to go through Germany, you're going to go through Austria, you're going to go through Hungary, you're going to go through Slovakia, just on that one itinerary. So you've got 4 countries that you're going to go through. You're going to go to 3 capitals. You're going to go to Bratislava, Budapest. You're going to go to Vienna, and then all the other bits that you're going to do in between, depending on where the ships go to. You know, so like ours, we've done Linz, we're doing Passau tomorrow, and then we're going to do Nuremberg. So, and you know, the beautiful places. Regensburg, you know, is another place we're going to. It's city breaks. It's like city breaks, and your hotel travels with you. It's like an ocean cruise. Your hotel travels with you, but this is you're going for the destination. It's about the history. It's about the culture, the architecture. You know, we've been walking around today, and it's like, really, that happened? You know, they talk about the floods of the Danube over the years. You know, and when we say over the years, we are actually talking. The last one was 2013. You know, and there's a really big flood. You know, and homes were ruined and things like that. But they talk about that. It's just an amazing. It's amazing. Now you've got the Danube is one of the rivers. Now you've got the Danube that goes to a place like Nuremberg, and then further up will then become the Rhine. You get onto the Rhine, the Main, the Moselle. You've got the lower Danube as well. You've got the Douro. You've got the Rhone, the Saône. You know, so many rivers in Europe to explore. You know, whether you're coming from America, Australia, a place like that, or whether you come from Europe, place in Europe, there's so many places to explore. And you're right in the heart of the cities. You don't. If you didn't want to get on a coach and do an excursion, you literally just want to get off every time you're in one of these cities, then you can do. You literally can get off and have a wander. As I say, literally 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, I'll be back on the ship getting ready for dinner with the captain. We've got dinner with the captain tonight, Rudy, who's like having dinner with us. So that'll be interesting. I'm going to see if we can sail the ship. Do you think he'll let me?
Well,
Yeah.
why not?
We might never get back ever again. You know what I mean?
They got a big steering wheel that you can roll around.
No, you're not. Oh, we'll get a video for next week. It's a wheelhouse and it's tiny, and it moves up and down. It moves up and down. The actual wheelhouse, so much so that it goes so flat that the captain can poke his head out, and literally it'll be there. There's the end of the thing. So we'll get a video of that if we can. But yeah, it's. You asked me to explain it. It is. If you're going on an ocean cruise, you're going to big capital cities, you're going to enjoy, you know, I don't know, let's talk about Europe, for example. You're going to go to Barcelona, you're going to go to Nice and Marseille. You're the Caribbean, you're going to go in and, you know, St. Lucia, you know, you're going to go to places like Barbados, you know, Aruba and places like that. But you're going to be in those for like a few hours. In here, you dock early, you've got loads of time, you can do things. I mean, I've done it before on the river cruise in the last couple of weeks. We've done 2 trips in a day, and went 2 trips in a day, and they're included as well. That's the difference. If you think on an ocean cruise, you know, you pay your cruise, you paid your gratuities, you know, you bought your drinks package. You're still paying out for those excursions, and we all know an excursion is $60, $70, $80, $90, $100 plus. You know, add that over 6 days, 7 days. Yeah, you're $700. You know, I'd take that into account on the cruise you've got. Plus, you've got all your food, drinks with your meals. It is such good value. You know, I mean, it might look that price tag, if you compare the two, looks high, but then drill into what you've got, and you're like, wow, yeah, okay, this is totally different. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm getting value for money here, so it's not a problem. You know, so, but it's all city breaks in one. So, you know, it's all great. It's all great.
All right, I want you to mute your mic again, because I want you to tell us what we're looking at here on this clip.
Hi guys, you join me on board Travel
Okay,
Marvel
so this
Vega.
is my cabin. This is cabin 321.
Which is a balcony suite,
It's
which will give you a
a
little
French
show around.
balcony
We've just got on
cabin.
board.
So we have got a drop-down window.
There's
But
a
yeah,
lovely
ignore the
seating and
champagne
vanity
on the
area
side
where
that we
you
got
can
when
get
we
ready.
boarding.
Do your
But
hair.
you've got a lovely, you've got a
Hopefully there's
TV
no
there, you've
hairdryer.
got a
Not that I
vanity
need it.
unit.
But there seems to be
Plenty of
lots of
storage,
storage
guys.
space.
There's 4 big drawers down there that
TV.
you can use. You've got the wardrobe coming up. You've got your safe.
You've got a safe.
So it's there's lots and lots of
Mini
space
bar.
there, guys. You can have a mini bar if you want
Prices
it.
there.
With Travel Marvel, I'll talk about difference in different inclusions.
And
But Travel
it can
Marvel,
be
it's like
filled
if you
on
want the added
request.
extra, you can have them. If you
I
don't,
don't
you
think I'll
don't
be
need
needing
to.
that though.
Lots
You've
of
also got
storage space.
wardrobe.
Hey, and I'll tell you what, €1.60.
Plenty of
I
wardrobe
cost me
space
to have my
there.
shirt iron.
All slippers.
And I sent them down.
Slippers.
They were back within 3 hours, so that was a bargain.
And you've got a
So you got lots
lovely
of
double
storage
bed.
space. Nice big double bed, a nice bathrobe, and for those bigger bone guys amongst us, it was an XL. It was quite a nice size.
Area. A lovely
Very
bathroom.
spacious bathroom. You got all your
Quite nice.
amenities all provided.
Got a
There's
shower.
no problems at all. A nice
And,
shower,
quite
very
very
powerful
big shower,
I'll give it
actually.
that as well.
And
Beautiful,
no need to
beautiful
ring
cabin.
utilities 'cause it
And
looks
now
like
the
they're
good
all
thing
there
is
for
that
you.
even if you're on the lower deck,
Plenty of space.
your cabin is very similar, apart from you haven't got the French balcony. So there's not much difference, to be honest with you, between the cabins. It is just that view.
And
I don't know,
the
did
all
it do it in
important
this? So yeah,
balcony.
I
Now,
may
when
have
we say
tried,
balcony,
but we tried to
what we
show you
actually
the
mean
drop down window.
is,
So it's a
should
floor
be
to ceiling
here
window.
somewhere,
Imagine like a
is
patio
a
door that
drop-down
slides
balcony.
left
So
or
let's see how
right
that works.
on its side, and then there's a little switch. Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
look, little button there.
And one window.
Just press your button.
People are looking at me here going, who the hell is he and what's going on? But I'm dropping down the window to show
And
you
this.
that it drops down, and that
Will drop
reveals
down.
your balcony.
And
How amazing
down
is that?
there
The
is
whole
Vienna.
length
We're
of
docked
your
outside
suite
Vienna.
is a
What I've
balcony.
got,
It's beautiful. This was in
full
Vienna on our first
floor to
evening when we
ceiling
got on board the ship.
window that
Beautiful,
drops into a
absolutely
balcony.
beautiful.
Fabulous. Join us later for more.
So, and did you hear me on that? Did you hear me? Yes, it worked.
But I couldn't stop you. I was laughing so hard because that has audio too. So
We heard both. We heard
I
your
might have lost you.
we heard you running commentary.
Oh my God, that was funny.
Oh, gee. So I think
anyway,
I've lost
that
you on
was-
my main. Hang on. I might have to try my other earphones. Hang on. Where are they? Because I think I've just lost you on my earpods. But carry on. You must have something else.
Okay. All right. So, oh, you're throwing it to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Why'd you put me up here?
Because
All right.
you're such a handsome guy, you know.
Oh yeah, I hear you. You're full of.
We'll see if these work. We'll see if these work. It might not work, so I might have to come up close to the camera.
Well, we can hear you. Can you hear
But I
us?
could hear you. Let's see if this works now. Hang on.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Put my ear down. Hang on. Settings. Bloody
We
settings.
can hear you fine, but can you hear us? That's the question.
It's very low. It's very low trying to hear you. So I'm trying.
You lost your picture.
I'm just connecting. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Will it connect? Say 19. Come on, TO9. That's what I need.
Let's have some glue vine. Let's have some glue vine. I want some glue vine. More, please, for me.
I am tempted to get a glue vine, you know.
Yeah, well, hell, go ahead. We figured
Okay.
3/4 soused anyway.
No, it means you have to. Right, I'm gonna have to be a bit clever with this. Hang on, it's not gonna work with these other earphones. So let me just come back. I'm coming back.
Yeah, come back like you were. There we go. Now we got the picture.
Right.
And we can
Anyway,
hear you.
I'm going to try
If
and
you
hear
can
what
hear
you're
us.
saying. Let's take that off because I'm getting a bit warm.
Yeah, but your bald head's going to freeze now. It's winter time
Not a
over
little
there.
head, though, is it? Let's be honest. It's not a little head. It's a big head. Listen, I'll tell you what. No, seriously, right? We talk. We have a laugh on this show. We do. And do you know what? What do we all have in common?
We love to travel.
Love
We love to cruise.
Well, apart from the fact we're all nutters, but we love to cruise. And it cruise, there's so many, right, try and be serious. It doesn't work, does it? It's cruising, there's so many different cruise. Oh, hang on, I nearly lost you then. I think my camera was sinking into the mud. Hang on, there we go. Cruising for people. If you are a person that wants to just get on a ship and wants to sit on the ship for 7 days and experience the ship, experience that big, huge city that's got 23 restaurants, 43 bars, it's got a swimming pool, it's got a water slide, go for it. You know, there's no problem with that. But if you're a person that wants to experience different countries, different cultures, all in the space of a week, get yourself on a river cruise, because that's what you do. You experience so many different things and it brings it to life for you. And the inclusions are great. They really are. Different companies have different inclusions, you know. Contact your local travel agent like me, and they will guide you through what's best for you.
So let's go over some of the brands, just like in the cruise line, you know, Norwegian, Carnival, and Royal Caribbean are the big box retailers, and then you've got your upper level and your upper level. Just a quick in the river cruising, what's the bottom line, what's the medium line, and what's the premier lines of cruising that we should look for?
For me personally, as an agent, as somebody that's experienced brands and worked in the brands as well, I'd say you've got Riviera. Talking about European river cruising, you've got Riviera. Okay. Now, they're a basic, you know, you get quite a lot included, but you don't get everything included. You know, you can buy little add-ons and things. Then you'd have the likes of probably, I'd say, let's have a think, Emerald Cruises, as they're known, not Emerald Waterways, they have a lot of inclusions, but then you pay extra again. But their product is a little bit better because they've got better ships. That being said, going back to Riviera, their ships are 5-star ships, but because of the inclusions, they class them as 4-star. It's slightly different, you know. So there's different things that you can do. If you want to go ultra all inclusive, top end, and you're not going to pay a penny. You're going to, once you've booked your holiday, you're going to walk on the ship, have an amazing time, have complete choice. You're going to have like 3 excursions a day to choose from. Every drink on the bar menu included, apart from probably your top rate champagnes and top rate, you know, spirits. And then when you get off, you're not going to have a bill. Then you're going to be looking at the likes of Scenic, like people like
Scenic.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, Scenic. So they're ultra inclusive. Uniworld, again, ultra all inclusive. You know, everything is included. You're going to get those unique experiences, but not be paying for them because it's not an added excursion.
So
you know.
in America, we see Viking ads all the time. Where would they fit in that 3-level thing?
Viking will probably sit between your middle and your top level.
Okay, so 2/3 up. Okay, yep.
Yeah, so I'd probably say, and the reason because there are certain things you pay for, like their drinks package, you pay on top. Although they have a lot of excursions. Now, people say excursions, you think you're going to get on a coach, you're going to have 4 hours on a coach, and you're not going to see anything. You know, you're going to be taking pictures out the window. No. In Europe, you're going a walking tour. You know, 2-3 kilometers, you're seeing all the buildings, you're getting the history of that town, or you're getting the history of who went there, you know, and things like that. So that is where I say you sit. Now, that being said, you've then got the likes of the cruise ship that I'm on, APT Travel Marvel. Now, I've never experienced APT Travel Marvel. I've never experienced APT. Now, they have their 2 brands, APT and Travel Marvel, although the same company are 2 brands. And again, that's where you've got that differential. Travel Marvel is the one that's not got as many inclusions. I love the way John's going with me. APT, everything's included,
Okay.
you know, so you've not got to worry. Now, that being said, Travel Marvel, we got on board. You know, we bought a few drinks, not many, but our excursions have all been included, apart from there are, I think there's one that's I think it's 3 on this one that you'll pay extra for if you want them. One of them being a Viennese concert in Vienna, one of them being Schönbrunn Palace, and there's something else,
I
I
am
think.
late.
So, you know, then they're the sort of excursions that you have included that you pay extra for. But can I just say, guys, when you see these excursions on your itinerary, when you're on board, don't miss out and think, oh, I'm paying for my holiday and I'm not going to pay any extra. These are amazing experiences and things. We went to Melcabi yesterday, and we were the last tour through the Abbey. As we were going through each room, they were locking the rooms behind us. And we walked out and it was all lit up. And it's like, wow, this is amazing, you know. And they're the experience. Okay, it costs you 50, 60, 70 euros. But you know what, guys? You may not do that itinerary again. You may do it again. Because you know what? You may come and do one excursion, but then come back again and do another. You know, so there's so much to see across Europe. So, but it is amazing. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think what time have we got, guys? As in, what time are we? We're on
22.
18. We're on 18.
15
Right,
minutes.
18. I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna have to head towards the ship. So I'm gonna give you a bit more of a walk around because I'm gonna head because I've got to be ready for the captain. This captain's coming to dinner. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, this is a big thing, you know. So I'm gonna swivel you around.
You're gonna kiss. No, I better not say that on the air. We're back.
I'm still here. Let me
I was
swivel you.
referring to something that you're going to be kissing, but that's
no. Behave. Right, hang on.
Yeah.
Camera. We're gonna swivel.
While you're
around.
trying to figure that, Martin, I will impart some wisdom on you. Our buddy Janine Williamson.
Yeah.
She is over here now on American Independence, which is a river cruise ship. It actually does river and ocean, but primarily a inland waterway ship. But American's the company that's going to have totally accessible ships that they're having built now, that they're coming up. 3 of them in the next 18 months will be accessible. But on that ship, there is a wheelchair person, and that only has one accessible cabin. And she says he's getting along fine. So,
right.
So we've got some accessible cruises over here. I can't wait for Janine to get off of this. Talk to her about that.
Can't wait to see you on one. You really need to get on one. Guys, all this, there's nothing major to see apart from I'm just walking towards the river. The blue Danube, which is not very blue if I'm honest, but I'm going to be really
but don't you have to be able to waltz to be on the Danube?
Say that again.
Don't you have to be able to waltz to be on the Danube?
Have you seen my two left feet? That would definitely not happen. Right, I'm going to jaywalk this. I'm going across the tram tracks here. Look, there's the market in full. Hang on, I'm running. I'm only doing this, guys, because I want to show you the ship all lit up. And there's another company. I won't mention the names for obvious reasons, but it was a company that we have featured right behind us this evening. So we'll see part of it. So, but no, I'd love to waltz. Do you know what though? I was doing a bit of Irish jigging last night on the dance floor at the disco. And I wish you'd
taken some film of that.
It's what?
I wish you had filmed it.
I think somebody has, and I'm sure it will appear very, very soon. Right, let's head across. So, I mean, probably from when you were here, John, it's probably changed in Linz, but as we walk down, there's a new arts building over there. That's the all lit up. And we have a light show on the electronic arts across the way there that you can see. That's the electronic arts building. And that does a light show of an evening. Now, that ship that you can see just across the way there, that is the Travel Marvel Vega. That's our ship that we're on. And the one with the fairy lights, because they've gone all Christmassy, I think, a bit too early, just behind us in a moment, is another ship. Look back on last week's show and you'll know which one that is. But this is the better one this week. This is the better one this week. Hang on. But yeah, this is our ship. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of show you, you know, this is how close. I mean, what, a couple of minutes walk, and we're back at the ship. You know, it's like, and one thing that we were all talking about today. I'm just going to put myself back on now. Oops. Let's run the front camera.
I love the oops. I'm the same way.
Right. Right, okay, I'll show you the ship in a moment. But one thing we were saying is people they come to Linz and they don't experience the city. It's so close. I mean, look, what was that? 3 minutes, a live run through the city. You know, you don't get that on other shows, do you? You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm going to give you a full length tour of the ship now, so you can see it. And it looks very dark. It does look very dark, but it's very. Oh, hang on, I'm on the wrong button here. Right, live TV. Right, back camera. Right, okay. Are we on the ship? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd look at that and you'd think, well, it's not very light, is it? You know, it looked very dark and dim. You know, and it's like, really, I don't know about that. You know, but literally, I'm gonna go very quick. I'm gonna get you on board in the reception area, and that's where we'll finish, because I need the toilet, and 2, I need to get ready for the captain's dinner. So I'll just show you there. So on there, where you can see people at the top there, that's the lounge, the middle deck. Down below is the restaurant. Up there is the captain's wheelhouse. And then always towards the back is where the cabins are. So you've got the drop-down balconies, and you've got outside cabins on the bottom. Now, we're literally just walking up the
gangplank.
Vega, up the gangplank. And we are back in our ship. Now, how quick was that, guys? To actually get from, I'll just give you a quick nip in, because there's a talk going on, you see, so we won't be able to talk for a second.
And those people who stayed locally, I know you had a good time. The guide said that you enjoyed yourselves. It's a nice little city. If you want to just take a moment to walk up into the square here, it's all neatly and Christmassy. Don't worry.
Here's Robin from APT. He's going down for his dinner. Say hi.
Hi everyone.
You do not swear. You're live on Facebook.
Oh, fantastic. Hi
So,
everyone. How's it going?
How's APT?
Wonderful. Absolutely amazing. I mean, it's my first experience as well, even as an APT staff member, so great opportunity to see it firsthand.
And we've lost him. I think that he's out for the count now because he's well inside the ship.
Now I'm gonna have to leave you because 2 things. I need the loo, and the last one is I actually need to go and get ready to meet the captain. And I'm going to ask him if he'll let me sail the ship. I don't think he will, but yeah.
We understand. I do have something for you to check on, Martin.
Say that again.
As you were filming that real quickly, you passed over a wheelchair. So you got somebody that's mobility challenged on this cruise.
I think that's a medical one. No, I think that's a medical one. I'll check, but I will check for you, Chillie. No problems. But yeah, I've got literally 11 minutes to get ready for dinner.
You go. Have a great cruise.
I love you all.
See you.
And we'll catch up next week. Be good.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, that was Amigo Martin. Wow. Once we got things rolling, that worked out pretty good. Real quickly, I'll say hello to some people. Z Show Cruise Fun is here. Nikki, Dennis, Sonny, Hot Air Tom. Let's see, who else?
Eddie's here.
Yeah, Eddie, of course. Eddie's always there.
Denise, I don't know that name. Deniz. Denise?
Oh, Dennis. That's Dennis. See, that's my buddy.
Dennis.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I call him Dennis, but he's from Greece, and he's my new speech coach.
Wonderful.
He's correcting me on everything that I mispronounce, which I appreciate, and I've been practicing. So, yeah. So anyway, all right, guys. I don't mind that we actually end this a couple minutes early today because I've got to haul my fat butt to get the car serviced so I can take off next week. But I do want to tell everybody out there, you guys just have a wonderful holiday tomorrow. And the same to you, Amigo John.
Thank you. And you.
We're going to go out to eat from here.
All right.
So we're not cooking at home. That's, Mr. Gene will be gone. My sister stayed home. And so Amanda and my sister and I will go out for a little dinner tomorrow. So,
well, you have a great time. We will catch up with you. Are you going to do a show tomorrow? Or are you doing a show Friday?
No show tomorrow. I'll be back Friday.
Friday. We'll look forward to your Friday show. We want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving for all of the, we've had more trouble in America again at different Walmart now and a nightclub in Colorado. But, we still live in a wonderful, wonderful place. We have lots to give thanks for. Enjoy the day, everybody, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the other side of Thanksgiving.
All right. That's it, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you later. Later, y'all.